What's going on, YouTube fam? This your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. You definitely gonna want to watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. If you're new to the fam, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell for future uploads. Let's get right into it. Childhood friends, in which some call mud brothers, meaning y'all came from the sandbox together, the struggle, or dirt. It can be a dope thing, having people you vibe with on that level, but only if it's real and genuine. In a lot of situations, friendships get tested, just like all relationships. Some individuals can get over it and move on and continue building the bond, and some people can't. The double cross has become common in friendships nowadays. Homies and so-called mud brothers are crossing each other out for all kinds of reasons, mostly unvalid situations where it wasn't even that serious. But when a person feels like they know you well and something happens to them, whether it be a robbery or someone breaks in their home, if your friend feel like they knows you and that's your MO or signature move, they might feel like you had something to do with that situation or possibly set the whole thing up, turning homies into enemies with no trust in the situation. I often ask myself, what's the point of having friends? Just to sit there and wait for the back door or double cross? And on this episode of Hood Tales, we will be taking it to Rockford, Illinois to discuss a case of 4 friends and 3 of them losing their lives, in which Rockford police called a massacre. According to sources, when at the time 22-year-old Raheem King was celebrating his birthday, he decided to rent a party bus and invite his closest homies, sisters, and cousins to go with him to the Grand Victoria Casino in Elgin, Illinois. Everything seemed good. Everybody having fun, turning up, ready for the trip. On the bus with Raheem were 3 of his closest homies. They John Sis Trump, at the time 22 years old, his big cousin Sean Anderson, and Martavius Blake. While headed to the casino, Raheem got a frantic phone call from his girlfriend, who was pregnant at the time. The young lady stated on the phone some men ran in the house. The two shared together on North Horace Avenue, demanding money and drugs while holding her at gunpoint before taking some grass and her daughter's piggy bank before fleeing. Immediately once hearing that, Raheem demanded the driver of the party bus to take him back home. While driving back, allegedly Raheem's sisters felt as though his homies were acting suspicious and pointed it out to him. Once he arrived home, Raheem quickly ran into the house to check on his pregnant girlfriend. As she explained the situation, the young man became furious before grabbing an assault rifle from the closet and headed back to the bus, telling his baby mother to stay home. Once back on the party bus, Raheem told the driver to drive. This is where things get crazy. Allegedly, Raheem returned to the back of the bus screaming out, "Y'all trying to set me up and rob me. Y'all think I'm stupid," before upping the assault rifle and letting off shots. As people started screaming and got scared, Raheem started grabbing people's belongings and throwing them out the window, including cell phones. The bus, now on the corner of Johnson Avenue and Auburn Street, was stopped when Raheem ran off in a panic. While driving, the driver realized 3 people were shot and drove to a nearby gas station to call police around 3 a.m. April 7, 2018, authorities arrived to find 3 men suffering from wounds. They were all rushed to a local hospital where unfortunately they did not make it. The men were identified as Dejan, Sean, and Martavius, Raheem's 3 closest homies. As the bus driver informed police what happened, a manhunt quickly started for Raheem, who by this time had went home and told his girlfriend, "I messed up bad. Pack some stuff, we gotta go," before hopping in the whip and headed to Florida. While realizing he was wanted for 3 bodies, Raheem allegedly reached out to his mother for help. But as the high-profile case made it to the news, it was considered a massacre, and Raheem knew he wasn't going to make it far. So a week later, him and his girlfriend turned themselves in to face charges. She was charged with hindering evidence and helping a fugitive. Raheem's mother was also arrested for the same charges. The young man would be charged with over 126 counts, including 4 first-degree murders, aggravated unlawful restraint, armed robbery, and hijacking. The couple both were held at the Winnebago County Jail. Raheem, a no bail, and her, a $1 million bail. As time went on and the case made it to court, Raheem would testify he acted in self-defense, claiming he knew his friends set him up because that's just what they do. And when he grabbed the rifle, it was for protection. Raheem claimed as he went back on the bus, two of the victims pointed blicks at him, and another threatened to hurt his cousin. He alleged before they hurt his family, he started shooting. When asked why didn't he call police as soon as his girlfriend called about the robbery at the house, he stated he just wanted to make it home to make sure she was okay. As his girlfriend was questioned, the state painted a theory of an upset woman who was mad her boyfriend was celebrating his birthday and having fun without her. So she made up an elaborate story, and she told the court once Raheem got home, she saw him grab a long gun out of the closet. It was never proven that her story was made up or whether the robbery ever did happen. But prosecutors asked her did she think any of Raheem's friends had anything to do with it, and she stated no, not at all. But other witnesses and the bus driver testified about the situation, and allegedly no weapons were found in possession of the victims. Eventually, Raheem was found guilty of the hits, but would fire his lawyer before sentencing, claiming he held witness statements from him and other evidence, and he was trying to railroad him and did not present the case right or give him a speedy trial. The charges against his mother were dropped. I'm not sure about his girlfriend. Raheem's sentencing is still not public, even though he was found guilty. He faces life in prison, and now he has a new attorney for the case. I send my prayers and condolences to the families of the victims. They stated in a news interview it was senseless and the act of violence didn't have to happen, as the three men were not gang members or violent at all and was decent, loving young men. Rest in peace, Dejon, Sean, and Martavius. More of this story, if you could call someone your homie or brother, it has to be real and trust involved. What's the point of being around people you don't trust just to say you have friends? The situation could be deeper than we all know. So let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. But remember, we gotta succeed not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Alright fam, y'all already know, man. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this situation, man. Crazy story. You feel me? It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm gonna end it right here. I appreciate you made it to the end. Love fam. I'm out.